what's up guys? First off, I just wanted to say that some of this will be voiced over because I was listening to my music a bit loud while I was doing the car. So anyways, my mate Benny brought this Daihatsu Mira recently. It's a 2000 model, been converted to a YRV turbo motor. It's being run by a Link, and it has a manual transmission from a Daihatsu Syrian, but the transmission's basically sad. It's not going into gears properly, it's locking them out of gears and that. So basically today what I'm going to do is chuck in a second-hand gearbox and hopefully we can get this car back on the road for him. So yeah, let's go. Give us an indication of how happy or sad this gearbox really is. Actually looks relatively clean, which is surprising. As always, we've got a couple of seized CV joints in the hubs, so this is our 10-ton puller. Got me out of a lot of sticky situations. A really good handy tool, so you'll get that set up, and yeah, we'll get these out of the hubs. Alright, we got those out of the hubs, and I've also popped the lower ball joints out as well. And basically next thing to do is just get these axles out of the gearbox. Back up top, got to take off the intake pipe. The clutch cable has been disconnected, starter motor's been unbolted, a couple of bolts up here from the gearbox as well. Usually when you do this job, basically you would leave the engine and gearbox connected to the subframe and drop those all together. Today I'm trying to avoid that, so I'm setting up a brace so that I can suspend the engine and gearbox up in the car and drop the subframe down separately. First up, the exhaust is coming off. Nice and easy to take off thanks to whoever built this with V-bands, so cheers. And then the shifter linkage has got to come off too, and also the stabilizer bar. We've also got the rear engine mount and bracket. Above that is the starter motor as well. The other thing that's going to be staying in the car is the steering rack, because I don't want to disconnect all that. So it's got 4 bolts holding it in. There's 2 at the bottom. There's also 2 at the top, as you can see. They're pretty hard to get to. So what I'm going to have to do is disconnect the steering column and drop the subframe down just a little bit so that I can gain some access to those. And the only other 2 things to disconnect are going to be the left side gearbox mount and also the front engine mount. don't worry, it's already loose. The next joy is the front engine mount, which, yeah, it's down there somewhere under the turbo. So what I might have to do is undo these two bolts through the front bumper here. Let's have a look. There you go, got two there. And then there's one over this side. I don't know if that's going to focus. There you go. Subframe on the floor, and engine gearbox still in the car. That is pretty much the outcome we were looking for. So now I just have to undo these last 3 bolts holding the gearbox in, and we should be able to lift this baby out. One gearbox. Alright, let's go check the other ones. Right. Thankfully everything on the replacement gearbox was a good fit. It looked a little bit different on the exterior, but otherwise everything else swapped over. I just had to swap over the thrust bearing, and also the Link had its own speedo drive gear in there, so that was swapped over too. All that's left to do is put it back together. Alright, this is where we're at. So, starter motor's back in, subframe's back in, front engine mount connected, gearbox mount's connected. Still got to hook up the loom and the rear engine mount, but we're looking pretty good. overall actually had quite a good time working on this car. It took me about 10 hours roughly, which was not so bad. It's probably about a 2-day job if you do it, if you disconnect the whole engine and gearbox together and all that. So yeah, I was happy getting all that done in one day, and Benny was happy to have his car back on the road. Made it this far, thanks heaps for watching my video. Give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Next time I'm probably going to be doing the Super Strut suspension in my brother's last gen Celica, Prothane bushes front to back. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.